How you doing, Realm Team? It's Trenius, and you're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. So with that being said, I got a special topic for you all tonight. I'm going to try to make the video a little longer than usual. So I need you to stay tuned. Let's talk about the good stuff. Let's talk about the dreams. Changing your dreams into reality. You know, but nobody ever tells us about life. You know, we hear a little bit here and there again. You might have sat on your uncle's lap. You know, he probably told you what that was over there. A tree. That's the road. What's that, Pow Pow? That's the road. Pow Pow, is that the road? Yes, baby. Yes, that's the road. And so you probably grew up around all these people that, you know, gave you advice as to how you should live your life and stuff like that. And that's all fine. Because life is a relational process. You know, life is a feeling process as well. And so you have to get in tune with how you feel at a very young age. You know, growing up in my youth, man, I wish I could go back and just like re-understand some of the things that I understood and I thought was the truth. You know, versus what I know now. Being that I'm older, looking back on your feelings, you probably look at your old self and be like, wow, I can't believe I actually had sex with that guy. You know, or you might be like, wow, I was really like the shit back then. Like, what happened to me now? You know, I used to dress good. You know, I look good. Like, wow, look at my pictures from then and look at me now. And I know some people who I've, you know, been beside or whatever, and they said, dang, man, I look way better than I used to look. And they be like 80 years old. They be like, God, I got it going on nowadays than I used to have it back in the days. I still got it. How you create your dreams into reality. All you have to do is realize that reality is just a concept. Reality is just a place where you get to paint your picture in your mind's eye. It comes from your mind's eye, and then it comes into your actions. And then after it, you know, repeatedly happens in your actions, it becomes a habit. Then after it becomes a habit, you start doing it all through your life, and it starts to like draw your picture. I also grew up believing that the outside world, like everything out here, you know, I had to keep up with it. I had to keep up with the Joneses. I gotta make sure that, you know, I got my shirt tucked in, got my collar up and all this and that. Before I go to school, I had to have on the best shoes. You know, I was always taught to keep up, keep up, keep up. Not to say that my parents did anything wrong, but I'm saying like that's the collective consciousness of mostly how people grow up nowadays. You know, we grow up to chase, survive, survive, survive. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Keep a job, keep a job, keep a job. How many times you done heard that? But the real true reality is it starts on the inside first. It starts on the inside first. Everything that you want to create out here is only a reflection of who you are on the inside. Why didn't they tell you that all your reality out here was created by your inside? When somebody says something to you that you don't like, your inside has to be in the proper condition to be able to say, no, I'm not even going to respond negative. I'm not even going to think down on that person. Even though they don't like me, I understand that's them going below their very own radar as to how they see themselves. You know, they don't believe in themselves enough to criticize me, really? So if you believe in yourself so much, why would you criticize another person? If you got it going on, you don't need to. You got everything you need. Life should be happy, right? You know, life should be happy. So the real truth is you have to change your thought life first. You have to change your thoughts of what everybody's been telling you. Now, you have to be able to filter the thoughts that you want to keep for yourself. All the great things that people told you, keep for yourself because it resonates with you. That's why I always say if this video resonates with you, press like. Because if it don't resonate with you, then you don't like it. So I'm not expecting you to press like. But if anything resonates with you, buy it. If that perfume resonates with you and you feel like you don't got enough money to buy it, but you got the money, but you just want to be tight because you feel like you got some bills coming up, buy it. Because it's going to create your reality. It's going to create your dream about how you see yourself in your mind's eye before you bought the perfume You had to see yourself wearing the perfume and how you would smell around other people, how they would react, what they would do. You saw all this in your mind while you was smelling the perfume. You know what I'm saying? But you would be denying yourself if you got a $20 bill in your bag and it only costs $19.99. I know you're going to find some change in your pocket. You know, so you worried about something that ain't even came up yet. Oh, I got a bill due that's like 3 days from now, and this is the only cash I got on me. I don't know how I'm going to get more cash if I spend it on this perfume. Buy it. It resonates with you. This is how you create your reality. I've been doing it ever since I knew that the law of attraction worked. And the law of attraction is just believing. I don't know why they call it law of attraction. It's just a form of faith and believing. Do not let it trick you. You know, and so what you have to do is change the inner person first. Everything that you see yourself as in your dream, in your mind's eye, you have to make sure it aligns up with how you feel in your heart. In other words, what I'm saying is, when you see where you want to be in your mind's eye, when you see this person that you wish to become in your mind's eye, how does this person make you feel? Like when you think about yourself, how does it make you feel right now? How will you be in the future? You know, that's basically what I'm saying. How will you be if you were that person that you see yourself as right now? How would you feel? Would you let people get to you? Would you just take everything people telling you and listen and do what they tell you to do? You know? How would you feel right now if you were the person that you saw yourself in your mind's eye right now? The way you feel about how you see yourself in the future, if you can see yourself in the future, you can feel yourself in the future, because every memory has a feeling attached to it. And when you think of something, it becomes a memory. So if you go back to your mind and you start thinking about yourself in the future and your dreams come true and you got $1 million, you got a Lamborghini in the garage and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You're going to think about feelings at the same time. So I hope that there will be feelings of happiness, you know, contentment, you know, sincerity, generosity. Why? Because you got everything that you desire. You're the person that you want to become already. No worries, right? I ain't got no worries. Right there, there go, right there. What y'all know about that Lil Wayne? No worries. And to have your whole reality start to revolve around you and to line up to who God made you to be. In order for this outer world out here to line up for who God made you to be, you gotta see yourself already that person in your heart, in your mind's eye. You know, that's why I keep telling y'all, it starts on the inside. It starts on the inside. Everything out here just gives you reactions. Like something happens, you get a reaction. Something happens, you get a reaction. Something happens, you got a choice to choose from a reaction. Something happens, you got a decision to make another reaction. You know, and the more you accumulate the positive reactions and the reactions of if you were who you wanted to become and who you see yourself as, you're going to begin to create the reality around you that aligns up with how you see yourself. And so this is one thing that I had to realize on my journey. Like when I started to realize that actually thinking and controlling the way I think, you know, helps me lead the life that I want to live, my whole life began to change. Because I began to catch myself when I started to think negative habitual thoughts. You know, those negative thoughts that come up and tell you about yourself when things are going wrong. You just, oh my God, you're in such a great mood. Or at least you try to be, and those negative thoughts come in and say, yeah, you can't. No, you remember this? You remember what you said yesterday? Yeah, I can't stand her either. Can you stand her? Your thoughts will start talking to you. Can you still stand her? Or does she get on your nerves too, like mine? Yeah, you be talking to yourself. Yeah, I hate her. I can't walk around the house by yourself butt naked. I hate her. I can't hate her. Oh my God, she get on my nerves. It's just your brain playing tricks on you because you don't know how to control it. When you get to awareness, which I'm assuming you are through this video, when you become aware of the fact that you are thinking habitual thoughts, patterns in your head on a regular basis, every negative thought that tries to come into your mind to remind you that you thought about it in the past, the thought is just simply bringing itself back up to say, hey, do you want to entertain me? And then the more you continue to say no and think about something that was happy, the more you continue to say no and think about something else that makes you feel good. No, the more you continue to X out and just tic-tac-toe all the negative thoughts that come to your mind, the more you will fill your mind up with positive thoughts of who you wish to become in your mind's eye. and your heart will begin to change. The more you do that, once you begin to become that person right now who you see yourself as, once you begin to start acting like that without thoughts of fear. I'm gonna have another video on this too, in fear and whatnot, and how to break down fear, and how to just get out of the fear box, because I think a lot of us are stuck in the fear box, you know, and we feel like we can't talk to people because they different colors, because they different creeds, you know, because they cut from a different cloth. Most people are trapped in the fear box, not television. Most people are trapped in a fear box. They can only sit in one part of the restaurant because if they sit close to the door, they think somebody gonna come in and rob them. You know, they always gotta turn all the lights off when they go in the house because they don't want to let nobody know they're home. You know, they always looking out the window late at night when they supposed to be asleep, making sure, you know, everybody is home safe. Nosy, just nosy. You know, and so there are a lot of people who are stuck in the fear box. So I'm gonna talk about that too, guys. But anyway, y'all stay tuned. Man, I can go on this topic all night, but your reality is gonna start changing when you start changing your mindset and how your thoughts think. Watch your thoughts now. Listen to what you be doing. Be conscious of it. A lot of people like to forget me, like, oh, I didn't know I was thinking. How you didn't know you was thinking? Like, oh, I didn't know I had to control my thought, Trent, because I didn't know. I never knew how you can think, Trent. How don't you know that you think all the time? It's all so simple, folks, but you can't tell the other people out there that. I know y'all understand. In the meantime, look, I'll see y'all in the next 24 hours. Thank you for your time, peace, and blessings. Speak up, let your voice be heard. Peace.